Okay. Hi everyone. Excuse my mess. I'm in the middle of working on some things, so my table is messed up right now. But anyway, someone asked me how I sew cowrie shells onto my pieces. These are the cowrie shells that I use. They are the backs. This part of the shell has been cut off, so it's a lot easier for me to sew them on there. And also I find that with the backs cut off, it lays flat on the piece, so it just makes things easier. I find a needle that will fit in the cowrie shell. I don't know much about needle sizes, but this is the one that I'm using. For thread, you can pretty much use any kind of thread you want. As if you're doing a bathing suit, obviously you have to use thread that will stand up to the chlorine and the salt. I haven't had any issues with mercerized cotton, and since that's what I use my bathing suits, I just go on ahead and use that for my to sew my embellishments on. Next up, you figure out what pattern you want to sew the shells onto the piece in. This is what I'm going to do, but for the sake of time or whatever, I'm only going to sew one shell in just to show how I do it. So normally I would use thread that matches. Okay, say for instance, if I were to, well, not if, I am putting a shell here, I would normally use either the gray thread or the blue, but this is actually a scrap yarn piece. I basically used all the balls, all the little balls of thread that I have. Not scrap yarn, scrap thread. I used the little balls of thread I had to basically make these. So I don't have any more of these colors. So what I did was I left a long tail of the brown I used to do the border, and that's pretty much what I'm going to use to sew my cowrie shells on. I'm just going to take the first shell. Wait, make sure you're on the right side of the project, because okay, I'm going to take the first shell, put it on here. Hi. So I tried to insert it that way. Probably a horrible tutorial, but hopefully, you know, I was able to explain how I sew it on. And that's pretty much it.